I gotta say, this is actually a pretty interesting and rather useful resource pack, all things considered. What's up, agents? Zer here, welcome back to the lab. Today we're going to be taking a look at a resource pack called the Monster Egg Distinguisher Resource Pack. Now, this is actually a rather useful resource pack in that what it does, it helps you determine what blocks are stone in its variants and what blocks will actually spawn in silverfish. And it's actually kind of cool how it does it. So let's go ahead and get started. So I've got all the blocks already set up down here, but we're going to get to those in a moment. First, obviously, we're going to be discussing silverfish because whenever you break one of these blocks in survival mode, these guys will come out and attack you. Well, only one will come out and attack you depending on which block you break. And if you attack them and you do not kill them in one hit, then any other monster egg spawner blocks in the area will actually break, spawn more, and you will be pretty much taken over by a vast army of silverfish, which definitely not good, all things considered. Admittedly, they don't do a lot of damage, but when there's a whole bunch of them at once, that's when you start having a lot of problems. And so whenever you are looking around, you don't always know what blocks are going to be normal blocks and what blocks are going to be these silverfish blocks. And this is actually where this resource pack comes in, because it helps us tell the difference between what the blocks are depending on if they're, like, for example, this right here, a stone block, which is right here, and a silverfish spawn stone block, which you can obviously tell there is actually a bit of a difference. Now, before I go any further, I do have to give credit where credit is due. This was created by a guy by the name of that Crozelator. If I mispronounce your name, I do apologize, but yeah, that is the person who made it, so make sure to check the links down in the description, as well as a link to download this resource pack for yourself. So yeah, this is exactly how you tell the difference between each of the different variants of stone, and it's just fairly simple. You take a look around the outside edge, and you can see that there's actually a little bit of a darker border around the edge. That is exactly how you tell the difference between the two types of blocks. So right here we've got ourselves regular stone, and we have ourselves stone, but this is infested with silverfish, and the same goes with all the rest of these blocks. So they come in regular stone, cobblestone, stone brick, mossy stone bricks, cracked stone brick, and chiseled stone brick. Now you may notice that there's actually something interesting going on with the actual resources themselves, the actual textures. And the reason behind that is because I actually have Faithful 32X installed, which is the default vanilla textures, but in 32X. So normal vanilla textures, they are obviously 16X resource packs. However, 32X just means it has double the resolution, and you can sort of see a difference. And this is actually one of my only complaints with this particular resource pack, is that it's not compatible with resource packs that are a higher resolution than 16X, which it's not really a huge deal, but you can obviously tell the difference between the two, because you can see there's a little bit extra detail into this stone block that I'm looking at right here. And well, in the case of the Monster Egg stone block, well, you can definitely tell that this is supposed to be a 16X resource pack. And then, well, the same thing applies with, well, all except for two of these, because it's a little bit harder to tell with two specific ones. So as you can tell, this is my 32X cobblestone from Faithful, and this is what the normal cobblestone texture would look like. Obviously, it's also got the little border around the edge to signify that it's actually a monster egg block. And pretty much the same thing goes with all the other blocks. It's a lot more difficult to tell with the stone brick, the normal stone brick, and the chiseled stone brick is a lot harder to tell as well, but there is definitely a significant, well, actually I shouldn't even be saying there is a significant difference, because there's no significant difference at all, but you can, if you look close enough, you will see a difference. I gotta say, this is actually a pretty interesting and rather useful resource pack, all things considered. But the fact that it's not compatible with 32X, I'm not going to complain too much because there's probably limitations with actually creating these resource packs themselves, but I would actually recommend to the resource pack creator, if you have the ability to go ahead and try to make it compatible with 32x resource packs. I don't know how easy it is to go ahead and do this. Maybe it's easy, maybe it's not. I don't actually know, but maybe you could think of a possible way to make them compatible. I really don't know if it is possible, but it's just something that I had in mind. But other than that, that's actually where I'm going to go ahead and end off the video. So hopefully you guys have enjoyed. If you did, make sure that like button. But more than make sure that subscribe button for future content. Also, you can follow me on Twitter at AgentCP0 to stay updated. This has been Zer0's. Thank you guys for watching, and with that, I'll see you guys later.